It's late December here in Illinois, and I had been hunting a tree stand when I've been seeing a lot of deer activity, but the activity was either downwind or coming from a wrong direction. I was ended up starting to get busted out in the tree stand I was hunting. So we made a decision to set a ground blind up in this alfalfa field and hunt it that same day. We've been up there with 2 different trucks driving up, making a bunch of noise, setting it up, brushing it up, and something we've never done is hunt a stand that very same day after we've either hung it or put a blind up. We decided it was good activity or we're going to do it that night. So we ended up sitting in and seen 6 deer, and the still came right out in front of us. She was a little bit spooky, but we had a decoy out to kind of draw her attention off the blind, and we were able to put a shot on her and get her down. So we'll show a couple footage of the couple days before with the deer coming in, and then some footage of the actual hunt. Well, we finally got some meat on the table here in Illinois, and we're living the dream. shot. Good shot, buddy. You got her. Yeah. She's standing there. Here's our setup. I'm right here. As you can see, there's a tree stand right there. For the last 2 days I've been getting busted out on. So we decided to set up a ground blind. See if we couldn't trick these deer. We weren't going to hunt it because we drove up here, set it up, but decided to hunt it. It worked exactly as planned. Trying to review some footage now to see where we hit her at.
I can't tell. I can tell you hit her. That's some pretty good footage there.
It's 31 degrees, it says in the truck, but it doesn't feel like 31. Here's where she stood. Quite a bit of blood. She stood again. Well, we found my doe. She went quite a ways after we blood trailed her. We ended up pulling out for a while, headed back home, and going back out and find her. Found my arrow in the field before we started blood trailing. This is what it looked like. As you can see, there's not a drop of blood on it, not even on this white fletching. So it actually looks like it wasn't a good hit, but we had the blood to say different. We had a lot of blood. Well, upon retrieving and finding her, when I shot, it was a long shot. I didn't have a rangefinder, and I'm only shooting a 20-yard pin. So I aimed high, and like you see in the video, I had stopped her. So she was already aware, plus that tent had only been there for about 2 hours prior to that. When we found her, here's where I ended up hitting her. Right in the neck, right there. So it's late December. We hadn't shot a deer yet, had a lot of opportunities on some bucks we let go. So I was meat hunting, and this is the big doe. Just what we wanted. And even better that we hit her right in the neck. Not an ounce of meat ruined on her. So, now the work begins. We've got to get her skinned out and get her to the grinder. That's how we do it in Illinois. Because we're living the dream.